Hi everyone, welcome to this video. This is a series of video where we will be talking about cybersecurity. We will try to set up a simulated enterprise network and then try to scan the network, try to assess the network for its security, and then we will try to secure the network. So this is the mm, principle behind this video series. It's about cybersecurity. So this is the topology which we are trying to work on. So we have an enterprise network. We have this network. The network is simulated. We start with Swansea.acca Swansea network. We call it. That is this network which is having a Windows server and a Windows client. So it is a 2022 Windows server, and then we have a Windows client which is Windows 10. The server is a domain controller. It is a DNS server, DHCP server, IAS server. All services are running in that server. Uh, and then we also have a, an external network or a remote network. For this simulation purpose, we call it as a London network. Same organization, but a remote network. So this is a LCD, which is a domain member of Swansea. It is a child domain of Swansea.acca. Um, uh, and it is a sorry, it is not a child domain. We have created as a domain member. Uh, okay, and then it is a Debian server. So we have a Windows server, a Debian server, a Linux distribution, and then we have a Windows client as well. So this is the network. So initially, um, we have the network which is basic, which has basic functionalities, which is operatable. Um, so the servers can ping to each other. The client can reach both the Windows server and the Linux server, which means the Swansea network and the Linux network are connected together. The intended plan is to have a VPN connection. However, we have to check whether the VPN connection is active. Is it a part of a domain member? All these things will be identified when we are doing a security check. So the plan here is we assume ourselves as a security um, personnel for this organization. So we would play both the blue team and the red team role as well, which is we first try to identify the vulnerabilities and then try to secure that, and then try to compromise the vulnerabilities to check and ensure that the network is secured enough. So for that security purpose, we are going to connect another network, another mission, which is a security operating system here for our demonstration purpose. This security mm, operating system would be Kali Linux for us. We'll be having Kali in this network. So Kali would be connected to Swansea network, which means it could also get connected to the London um, server as well. So this is the plan to start with, and let's move on with how we are going. So this is the initial series. So you could see here you have LCD, which is a Debian um, machine, and I can ping 192.168.1.10, which is my Windows client, and I can ping my Windows. Apologies, the network got disconnected. So I can ping 192.168.1.10, which is the client of the Swansea network, which is a Windows 10. I can ping 192.168.1.1, which is my Windows DC domain controller or the server. So the connection between my network is established here. So I can see that from here I can ping the server, I can ping the client as well. So basic topology setup is done, which means eventually the other side should also ping and work. So let's see that here. I'm in SDC. So if I go to my SDC, and if I ping my Debian client server, I can ping it. If I ping my Windows client, I can ping, so which means my connection is established, which means my network topology is connected, my network is connected, so I can ping both the sites. Everything is fine for now to start with. So this is the first checkpoint for us. The system is set up and up and ready. So the next task we want to do is to set up this security mission, which is a Kali mission for us. We can download Kali uh, from kali.org. Uh, so I am choosing an installer, which is an ISO version. If you download a pre-built VMs, and if you're using a VirtualBox or VMware or any other virtualization uh, utility, yeah, you can use that. So in my case, I'm using an installer image, which is a full offline installation, so it could be easy for me. So let's go to my virtual box here, and I have initialized my security OS here. I name it as security OS. So you can see that I have given 4 MB of my base memory, and then I have given 2 processor. It's a bit more for it, but anyways, it is a security mission for me. So yeah, I'm going to do that way. So I have assigned the ISOs. I started, and it is going to momentarily power up, and here we go. So it asks me for a graphical install. I would go for a graphical install. If you want to install on a CLI, yes, you can do that. um, right, let's go into the scaled mode here, so it is a bit easy for us. Right, let me close this notification. I want English. I'm going to select UK keyboard, or the location. The keyboard is British English. It's very important for you to choose the appropriate keyboard, or else some of the keys are aligned in a different pattern, so it could be difficult for you when you write the commands or when you're typing it. So make sure that you do that. Select the appropriate keyboard layouts as well. So it goes for a while, and then here it asks for a host name. So let me give as security SEC login. So I'm disconnected again, so I have to reconnect. So I say security login as my host name, and then I continue. It asks for a domain name. For now, I'm just ignoring the domain name. Full name of the new user, so security admin. Username for the for your account, I would say security admin. And then the password for it, I'm going to give the lab password, and then let me check. Yeah, I was just stopping the recording to check whether the password I have typed in is the right one. So then it goes to detect the disks and asks for the partition disk, and let's start setting up. So it is now here asking for the partition disk. So we go for entire disk here, and then all files in one partition. Yes, finish the partition. Do you want to save changes to the disk? Yes, of course, I want to save changes to the disk, and the base machine is installing now. So after we complete the installation, the next step is here. It asks how we are going to use Kali. So yeah, we can go with the desktop environment here. I can do a genome as well. I don't want a KDE plasma here, but all the other tools, yes, I can go with that. If you want to if you wish to select everything, it's absolutely fine. I would ask you to go and do some research on what these are, so that it will be useful for you to understand all the requirements, because you're going to use this operating system as part of assessing the security posture of your network. So let's wait for a while so that it installs all the softwares, which all the apps which we have asked to install, and then let's continue. It won't take much of the time. So it asks what should be your uh, display manager. So I would select GDM3, continue, and it continues. So it will ask few questions on what kind of environment you would like. Okay, and it's pretty much straightforward installing Kali Linux, because before coming into this concept, you should have known how to configure, how to build an enterprise network in network operating systems and services. The other series of video which we have done on configuring two different networks, both are Windows, like what we have now. One is Swansea network, the other one is a London network with Windows servers and clients, and how we are going to manage them, configure them. And then there's another series of video where we use one network as a Windows server and the other network as a Linux environment, and we did manage to configure domain membership and successful network configuration. So I would recommend you to complete that part before you focus on securing the network, because cybersecurity is all about understanding the network protocols, the network configurations, and the network services, so that it is going to really help you in securing the network. You can't directly come into cyberspace and try to secure everything without understanding what needs to be secured. Do you get me? Right. So it takes a while. So here it asks for a grub bootloader. I would give S. Continue. You want to enter the device manually? Yes, that's the only hard disk I have. And then move forward. And it's almost done, finishing the installation for us. So the installation is complete. It's time to boot our system. Yep. So we are done, and here we go. It should now boot up our Kali Linux. And right, so let's go into Kali. So we have now set up Kali here. So security admin is my user here. I give my password, and here we go. We are now in Kali. So let's open the terminal first. Let's see the IP address. It has one interface, and that one interface is up, but it is 10.0.2.15, which means it is a NAT. So now we have to configure our settings, which means literally what we have to do is we have to bring this machine into our topology. We have installed a Kali machine here, but now what we have to do is we have to bring this Kali Linux and attach it within this network, so that it is inside the network and it communicates with the network. So that part of installation we will continue in our next video in this series.